Hello, this is the most recent taxi speaking. This video was like I mostly improvised the whole video, both in like the way it's constructed and shot, and like in the point, the direction. It starts as like a random video done on a whim, and like it evolves. Let's say it evolves. Like at the beginning, it will be a little bit rougher, and as I go forward in time, I have more knowledge on how to use Kdenlive and whatever. I've structured the video into 3 main acts. I call them acts to differentiate them from chapters, because YouTube already has chapters, right? And if you see footage like this, I'm not trying to be pretentious, I'm just trying to work with what I have. And the suburban soundscape is a vibe, so if you'll indulge me, how do you say? I hope you don't cringe too much. In my delirium, I touch many topics, subjects, consecutively. Like, this is dense shit. Like, not in the sense of profound, just in the sense of it's a lot of shit all together very quickly. I try to make it get better as I go. Like, the first act is like more rough around the edges. The second one is like a tangent, and the third one is like all the shit has been told so far, kind of jumbled back together, or maybe insights taken from different things are considered to then reach a conclusion, hopefully. Like, you know, I have quote-unquote structured this video in such a way that it can be in the background and listen to it like idly, like in doing whatever the fuck else. Or like if you want to engage with it, you can also look at the screen, and so often there is stuff that is related, I don't know. It's another layer of communication, you know? And like, you're quote-unquote expected to pause for yourself whenever you see something and you want to read it, okay? I keep things on screen for enough time for you to be able to pause, probably, hopefully. They're not too fast. Also, there will be a warning, because I'm going to talk about suicide, and I don't know, if you hear anything you don't like in this video, like, stop watching. But there is a warning, there is a countdown, the time for you to skip. Like, I think I did a good job, actually. And there's also a photosensitivity warning at like at the beginning of the third act for like a couple of minutes. Like, there's just some sped up footage of me making the game start, basically. And it doesn't last long, you can look away. But yeah, if you want to pause, that'll give you more context. Or you can just go ahead, like, you know, engage with it however you want, or don't engage with it at all. Do whatever the fuck you want with your life. I am not here to, you know. Yeah. Okay. Have fun, I guess, and have a nice day. Fuck me. P.S. Please do not dox me. Like, come on. Why? What have I done? I mean, if you want to kill me, then that means I was right. If they're out to get me, whatever. Like, don't, come on. I mean, I'm sharing all this shit because I want to share. Like, if you want to come and kill me or like steal my shit, like, I'm sorry. Like, that society made you want to do this, or like your experience in life. What can I say? Like, fucking leave me alone. Fuck me. Life is already as hard as it is, and you know, I don't need any more bullshit. Please, you know, we can live together. I'm sure we can like coexist, right? Even make a, oh my god, I'm not going to start another video. Come on, you understand me? Please, come on. Oh, come on. Hey, it's me again. Some days ago I made a video about like a rant about like Google UX design. And in the video I'm like all, fuck, people like this should be disemboweled publicly. And you know, I was talking with some friends about, you know, stuff, and they made me realize that sometimes I tend to say things maybe in a way that makes me sound a bit like a maniac and like a crazy guy that should be put down immediately. So I will try to explain what I meant, explain what I mean in a more sensible manner. But first, let me get this little tangent out of the way first because it's shorter, okay? In a conversation with another friend, he pointed out that there could be other reasons why Google Drive does not show file size, does not let you sort by file size in that specific place. Because if you go to the goddamn storage tab, and then apparently it will be by file size. And he makes the argument like, I think at the bottom of this, like, let me scroll through this, and then you can pause and read it for yourself. And like at the end he's like, maybe in the future we will be like the interface will be different, and so this stuff, I don't know. And like, I understand you want to prepare for the future, if this is the future, whatever, but like, for fuck's sake, I can do this here, and you're telling me a fucking bajillion-dollar company cannot fucking implement this? Blat, no, that's date modified, trust me. If you click on here, you fucking, nothing happens. You get what I mean. But yes, I mean, I think it's still unacceptable, I don't know. Now, back to the main topic, I guess? I don't want to kill anybody in particular, okay? At all. Like, I want to be clear about this. Let's see how I can put this. I'm not sure anymore that some changes can happen without some sort of violent uprising, okay?
I mean, all the rights that we enjoy today, the right to vote, the right to have ownership over one's body, weren't simply acquired through dialogue, peaceful negotiations, or debates. They are not the product of liberal systems alone, no. That's the illusion liberalism likes to tell itself, that the historical reality is that those rights have been acquired using the very methods that liberals reject: radicalism, violence, political instability.
My logic is this. Being somebody that has suffered a lot of non-physical violence, okay, psychological violence in my life, right? I really know how it feels, like the injustice and impotence of like being the target of like you know, mistreatment and stuff, and not being able to do anything about it, like with the authorities, because there is no physical violence, right? Okay. What I see in current day, I don't know, politics. That said, I'm very ignorant. I don't know a lot of stuff. Okay, I don't. You know, I'm not. I don't know. I know that I don't know everything. I can just give you an empirical opinion, like based on shit I see. What I see is that the state of the world, at least in the like developed countries or like places where we call ourselves civilized, right? Yeah, like violence is not only physical anymore, like it's like ever increasingly psychological. Like how can I say? If you make people feel not safe or like in danger somehow, like they will, you know, not have enough mental resources to think for themselves, to make their life better, to, you know, to do a lot of shit. You keep them busy with fear. Like, isn't it violent? Could not we consider violent to, like, ruin lives of other people with, like, inaction or, like, malicious actions? Malicious actions, what do I mean? Like, I don't know, if somebody deliberately uses, logical fallacies in a discourse, like, to prove a point, to destroy the conversation. Like, if somebody willingly uses these strategies in a discourse, that's not good. Okay, that's malicious. Okay, like, you know, go on this website, I guess. Or if anyone uses strategies from the alt-right playbook, for instance, this is a very nice not guide, description of strategies that some, like, evil people use to in conversation. Like, if somebody uses this shit willingly, like, that's evil. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, this is the point that I wanted. This tangent is because of this point. Like, I do not pretend. I don't want to be the final judge of anyone. I cannot say, you must die because of X and Y. But I would like to think about it. Like, let's discuss what it means. Maybe this is another whole huge problem that we will have to think about a lot and work on. But that's not the point right now. Actually, I'll give you an example. Me from the past is going to give you an example to understand, I guess. Let's say we know that, like, you know, there is Hitler in front of you. Okay. If that guy was alive right now, like, and by right now we mean, like, I don't know, you're in the past, you can stop him from doing something evil or something. If that guy was alive right now, like, and you know, if you told him, like, dude, you're doing something completely wrong, you gotta stop immediately, and they said no, then to me, I think you should be allowed to, like, forcibly stop him, you know? You know, just like, you know, a cop will forcibly stop somebody, I don't know, doing a robbery or something, you know? Is that so wrong? Maybe, yeah, I mean, my way of stopping them is, like, you know, using their matter in a better way, you know, okay, for compost or, like, to donate their organs, for example. A cop might arrest a guy, or if you're in America, shoot them dead. Especially if they're not white. That's, I guess, I don't know. But, like, that's a threat to their lives, to people living in America. Like, people should not want to not do crimes because of threat of violence. They should not want to do crimes because they know better, because they understand the damage that they will do. And crimes are just actions that people take, right? I mean, who's to say what is stealing? Did the Americans steal the lands of the guys on them? Did the guy stealing some bread somewhere, like, to feed their family? Like, is that how wrong is that? How wrong is the other one? Like, is claiming territory theft? Like, what the these are just words. Like, if instead of concentrating so much on words, we concentrated on fucking the meaning of things happening, you know, we could see things differently. Maybe I'm just a crackpot, a fucking far gone piece of garbage trying to justify some violent, I don't know, traits. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't feel like, I mean, I have felt like wanting to kill some specific humans in my life. Okay, listening to this part again made me worry that this sounds a lot like, you know, I imagine the shit somebody would say before going to do some terrorist attack or something. Okay, no, or like, what I meant is, like, you know, had to consider. In my life I had considered like killing myself or like killing the source of my pain, right? Mostly the perceived source, blah blah blah. Okay, in my life, that's what I meant. I'm not thinking about anything else. I had been forced to consider taking my own life and that of others. All right, like I know how it feels, and I can tell you, I don't. I have not killed anybody yet, and I don't plan to. But I'm not intrinsically against it somehow. Even when playing Undertale, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, don't kill and don't be killed. It's fine. It's completely fine. But I cannot rule out completely the possibility of having to kill somebody to as the better outcome of something. Okay? Somebody, myself, whoever, you know, not it has to work for everything, even myself, of course. If that's the best course of action of one situation, you know, that is the best course of action. You might take it, you might not take it, okay? As, like, if killing somebody might be the best course of action for something, and you don't do it, it's the same thing. Like, if you don't want to kill somebody because of that, it's fine. Okay, warning. Like, I am about to talk about murdering the self by destroying the body. Okay, let's put it like that. So, like, you've been warned. If you want to skip, future me will put the exact timestamp and another, and also there will be chapters, so you can probably skip in some way if you don't want to hear this. Although, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I say anything bad. It's just that if you really don't want to think about this shit right now, you can just skip it. It's fine. And I'm sorry if I triggered any reaction anywhere else, whatever. But, you know, so be warned. Like, for example, if at the moment you think that the best course of action for yourself would be like to kill yourself, for instance, like that is a consideration that you have done, and then you have to choose like, okay, do I want to do this or not? And you evaluate the consequences. Like, okay, I could end my life, and that would certainly, I don't know, stop the suffering, but it's a permanent solution. Like they say, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Okay, and sure, it's very hard to see in the moment, but right now I can tell you that if you actually manage to enjoy life and like the experience of being alive, then yeah, maybe, I mean, you can consider them like a temporary problem. Like all the suffering in the past were temporary, okay? And so that's why, like, committing Sudoku is it's a hard choice. I mean, you got to really think about it. It's terrible when somebody does something in the heat of the moment to do this. It should be something calculated. A friend once told me, a wise person once told me that they are fine, they are okay, because they know that whenever, if life gets too hard, there's always like the Alt F4 button. Okay, and I'm like, wow, what the fuck, who told you this shit? And he was like, you did. So I told him that, and I forgot. And I'm like, okay, sure, that gave me solace, thinking that, okay, I can always kill myself anytime if I want. If it gets too hard, I can always fucking do it. That gave me strength to at least try to not kill myself, I guess. Am I touching? I guess I should put some spoiler warnings. So yeah. Oh my god. Like, if you don't want to kill somebody because of that, it's fine. But depends on the situation. Maybe this guy is about to, like, blow up the earth. Like, should you kill that guy? If that's the only way to stop the earth from blowing up? I mean, you get what I mean? I'm sorry for rambling so much. I don't know what's come of me. And that's mostly it. You can stop watching now. For... Fuck! Like, the next part will be another tangent that I thought about while staring here, thinking about this shit and smoking weed, basically. That I think ties in with what is said in this video, because it explains why I suddenly started to share this shit. Okay, I mean, this is the part of why. One good reason, in my opinion, why I talk about shit that I think about. Okay, so yeah. Now here's another nugget of information that I've gained. Like, see that? That's a mask from a game called Payday 2, actually, probably. And we made it from scratch. Fucking birds. Like, basically we used like some epoxy resin or plastic to oh shit, I mean, we did this a lot of shit, okay, a lot of, I don't remember, it's okay. The important part is the clay model part. This is the second iteration of this mask. We already did one using the same techniques, but we made the clay model in an afternoon, I think. Or some of the, I don't remember, not in a lot of time, but we were, me and a friend, and he made an Hoxton mask, and I made a Dallas mask that day, in that project, and they were fucking shit, like, they looked nothing like the real thing, okay? This was at the time of Payday 1. In Payday 2, you gain the ability to look at the like the masks. You have like a 3D render of it, and you can like move it around and see how it's made, basically. So that allowed us to get a better grasp of the shape of the mask. But mostly, the most important thing is that we made the masks like one at a time together. So first we made, I don't remember which one. Well, let's say we made the Hoxton or the Dallas mask first. Let's say we made that one. 3 people, no, I mean even more people worked on it. Like mainly it was us 3, like me, friend 1 and friend 2. And the fact that all of us could see the real 3D model and also see our clay model, like, I would notice some details that were wrong and input what I saw. And someone else would be like, oh, wait, this is not like this detail, that you got it wrong here, it's more like this. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And the fact that 3 people mainly worked on it, also there was, I don't know, my family, I guess, because they did it in my house. Like, it made me understand this, that like we humans, we people experience reality, and in some way, okay, we're these very complex machines, okay, let's call it like that. Maybe you're not a machine, blah 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 blah. Like the way that you perceive reality and interpret it with your brain is different than another person. And also your ability to then express what's in your brain varies, okay? So maybe that's why I see some details but ignore others, and other humans see other details and ignore others, okay? All this to say, like, collaborating like sharing, actually, I wrote it here, more POV, the more fucking points of view lead to a better solution or like a product. You see what I mean? And maybe I should show this a little bit better, but I don't know. It's like, let's see. Inside it's basically plastic right now. We made some holes for the eyes, and it's rigid. Like I cannot. I don't know. And we used like this rubber lining that I believe is used into like at the edge of car doors. For this, and we made some oh fuck, I can't see shit in this camera, but whatever. Like, it was a fun project, and it turned out pretty good. I don't know if you can tell by this light, but it's cool. So yes, collaborating is awesome, it's important, and especially listening to fucking other points of view leads to a more complete, a more, you know, better fucking product. And if we take this concept and apply it to everything else, from laws to like resource management and everything, like what, instead of trying to divide people based on fucking human definitions that are arbitrary bullshit, you know? Instead, you know what I mean. I mean, I hope you understand what I mean. I fear I do not explain myself very well at times, but you know, fucking Christ. No? Jesus. In the part where I try to define theft and stealing, like, I do, in the moment, the heat of the moment, I do not even mention that the target of the stealing, the person that gets stolen from, you know, the victim, okay? Imagine that guy that steals some bread, okay? To feed, I don't know, to feed himself, to feed themselves. If he steals from another guy that also had just one resource for themselves, then it's different than if that guy stole from, I don't know, a huge supermarket that's going to throw away the bread anyway, right? So, but we use the same word to define these two actions. They are different actions to me. I mean, what is stealing? Is if I decide to take something for me without following the normal rules, the rules, okay? If, let's say I should, I don't know, maybe I'm at my place of work and there is a nice object and I want it, okay? Let's say this. Is it right for me to take it, okay? Like the concept of it, right and wrong, okay? I mean, just concede me to use these words. It depends, in my opinion. Like, I have worked in many, in some places in my life, okay? And there have been cases in which I've stolen objects from the job, okay? What made me justify the action was the fact that I was being exploited at that work, for instance. Like, not paid enough, or like not paid the, how do you say, the hours, the extra hours, okay? Stuff like that. And so if I thought, maybe this object, this thing, would be better in my hands than in theirs. When I had this thought, and the job I worked at was a piece of shit, okay, then I was like, okay, maybe, okay, I'll fucking take it, I don't care. In the job that I am right now, I have a super cool laboratory with a lot of objects that are so cool, and I would like a lot of them, right? But my boss It's a real human being. It's like not a fucking piece of shit. He respects me as a person. He listens to me. He talks to me. Okay? We work together in the same room. And he treats me like a fucking human being. Instead of like a cog in a machine, or like something to be manipulated, or like some, you know, something to exploit. Right? And I don't want to steal from him. They have no reason. I want him to be my friend. And I do the opposite. I give him gifts. Like if I find a nice thing, an object that I like a lot, I buy two of them. I acquire two of them, and I give one to him if I think he will like it. Okay? Is this? What if this is like negative stealing? You know, like whatever. The point is, and you should not steal, blah blah blah, of course, but actually you should in some cases. I mean, you probably should not, but you could steal if it makes sense. If I guess that depends on your morals. Fuck, oh no, this discourse is going to be so huge, gargantuan. My fucking god. I didn't want to touch the morals of like, but that's the point. Like, I believe that, you know, or at least for my set of morals, I believe I can handle. I mean, I judge some stealing things differently than others. Let's say, okay. And oh no, I just realized that the moral discourse is like huge. So I mean, and thus like this is why for some people, oh my god, I don't know how to say, una persona senza scrupoli, like a person with fucking no regards for anything else. Okay, a person like this would do damage to society by stealing a lot. Like, and by stealing I mean, again, acquiring something for themselves without considering the consequences okay? And without, yeah, I guess that's a good definition of stealing. And also negative stealing, giving something to somebody without caring about the consequences. That's a gift. Yeah. Anyway, another thing I should mention, like, that is interesting. Like, whenever I stole anything in my life as a kid, like at any point in my life, oh well, maybe I did. No, okay, maybe. Well, anyway, I only ever wanted to steal objects, not money, alright? And by object I mean like an item, something I could hold in my hands, something that I needed for something else. Now, that said, actually, probably I did steal some money from my parents to buy drugs during my adolescence. But in that case, we could argue that the money was like just another item, like a quest item that you trade one-to-one for the drugs, alright, for the other item. I never wished or wanted to acquire for myself money, in the sense of like, they have some money and I get it for myself, okay? Like, if I find a fucking, how do you call it, a wallet on the ground, and you know, I try to contact the person, and I don't know, if they don't respond, if there is fucking no way for me to contact them, maybe then I don't know, I'll give them to the police. I don't know, I don't give a shit. But I mean, if I find 500 euros on the ground, with no information about who they are. I take them and I'm like, I look around and I'm like, oh fuck, no, and I take them, okay, because there is no way for me to find out who they were, whose money they were, right? But if I find something that is blatantly of somebody else, I just try to contact them and give them back to them. Like, I think this actually happened some days ago. What? I mean, I remember calling this dude and meeting them somewhere, but I don't remember how I found the wallet. And I don't remember, probably there was probably no money. Was it a wallet? What was it? I called, it was a phone, it was a goddamn phone. Yes, I managed to retrieve the information of the guy. I don't remember how, probably somebody called them and I answered and I'm like, yo, I found the phone, where can I meet you, I can give it to you. And I gave it to them, and it was like it was funny because like as soon as he met me, he reached for like his back pocket with a wallet probably, and I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck, just take this. And he's like, what? Really? Oh wow, yeah. And like the other guy, like, they were two. Oh man, you're an angel. I'm like, no, I'm fucking human, fucking dude. I mean, I just treat the other humans like I would want to be treated, right? Jesus fucking Christ said that. I guess. I mean, I hate the church and everything, and I'm no, I don't believe it, blah, 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 blah. But there is the point of like, don't do unto others what you would not want to be done on you. It's a concept that is like in every major religion in some way or another, okay? And it's not a Jesus thing, it's just a sensible thing, god damn it. What they did was, I mean, it was a good idea to let, you know, Jesus carry this message through books and whatever, okay? Originally it had sense. Unfortunately, with it came a lot of other bullshit, like, you know, all the Christian bullshit, okay? So, I think I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, I keep losing my... keeps happening to me, that's why I'm recording shit. Because, I mean, as many times as I listen to this shit again, I refined my concept even more. So, like, again, I just remembered, when I saw this phone on the ground, I think I was I was driving, and I take a curve, and I see this phone on the ground. And so I stop and I take it. It was like in the middle of an intersection, because I thought, shit, this object is better in my hands right now than where it is. Okay? Was that stealing? No, it was like taking care of the object, I think. Like, then I would, like, I went to work or wherever, I reached my destination and I would look at the phone and I'm like, oh my god, what can I access? I could not access it, but so I just waited for a call. And I think the owner called me, and I was like, yo, I found this phone, blah blah blah, when do we meet, etc, etc. And that's fine. I guess my worry, my thing was like, dude, there is this shit on the ground right now, which is a complex machine, somewhat complex machine, like delicate. Like if it gets crushed by a truck or something, or maybe if a motorcycle, a moped goes onto it, maybe it makes him slip. Makes a wheel slip, and the dude falls from the bike, whatever. Or maybe like if somebody just takes the phone and keeps it for themselves, like it never returns it. Like, since I like, I mean, I thought like, oh shit, this thing is better with me because I have, I don't know, enough, let's call them morals, to like at least do what's the best thing that could happen with this item, which is like give it back to the owner, because that was his item, their item. Like, it was a that dude spent resources and time for the object, with the object. All the information of this guy is valuable to him. It's not valuable to me. But, I mean, even if I chose to take the object and, like, I don't know, reset it, like, delete all of the information, and I don't know, if I could do this, let's say, that phone would be less valuable to me anyway than it would be to them, because to me it's just a phone, another phone. I could sell it back, I guess. Fortunately, this stuff is technically illegal. You can't do that, like, and expect to, I mean, whatever, it's another discourse. But some value is lost. All the information is that guy had is lost. So I'm like, why? It would be better, it would be more efficient for everyone if the phone went back to them, right? I am so sorry. This rant, all this fucking stuff that I'm saying started by trying to define stealing, and now I'm talking about, like, efficiency of stuff. But I guess it is related. All these fucking concepts are related, because stealing could be considered as, like, being more efficient with resources. If you do it, like, if you reclaim something that is being wasted otherwise, okay. But stealing can also be very bad if you consider, like, somebody accumulating resources for themselves only and not using them, and removing them from the let's call it the market, let's call it the availability for the rest of humanity, of people. Like, if one hogs everything, there is nothing left for the rest of people, and that's not efficient, because the other people then will need to find ways to waste time to find those objects elsewhere. You know what I mean. You know how I did the thing earlier. I mean, I didn't do anything. There is this video by Angela Collier. I cannot speak properly. That talks about
Gift giving.
And by watching it, I had some ideas. I mean, the thing of the negative stealing is all thanks to the insights that I gained from that video. Okay, where she is like saying the best kind of gift is the one that a person does to another person because they want to, but not because they want to teach them something. I mean, it's a shit. Go watch the video. Those videos are fucking awesome. But the most important part is that like, if you give a gift to somebody, you should not care about what happens to the gift next. You have given them to them, and you don't care how they use it. They might throw it away, they might use it every day, they might not like it, whatever. You just did the thing, the gifting, okay? And if you think about it, this is we could consider this like on another side of a spectrum of stealing, which is like not caring about the consequences, the same, but instead of giving away something, you are taking it. No? Okay, we can see how we deconstructed all this shit. I believe that if we, as a community, as a fucking the people that lives on the crust of the earth, started to analyze shit together, we could do great things. We could really evolve. We could really get unshackled by all this shit that's holding us back. That's just rotten, corrupt systems. Shit from the past that we have right now, with all the knowledge, with all the availability of knowledge thanks to the internet and the technology. We have the resources to come up with better systems to keep living as fucking humans better. Everyone, fuck. You know, everyone fucks. Like, everyone, goddammit, you know. Every human, we can think about it. It's not impossible. We just have to fucking think. And again, not using all that shit like logical fallacies and the alt-right playbook strategies, like to not go anywhere when talking. We have to really talk, like explore concepts fully and listen to each other and let each other fucking finish speaking before, you know, and analyze our own fucking prejudice, you know, and privileges, and like, why do I think in such a way? Why do I think that? Okay, that's that guy that said something that I think is really wrong, but why do I think that? Like, everyone should do this, and you know, you understand what I mean? You do understand. Come on, I'm sorry, I suck at explaining things. I take so long. Shit. I think I just, I don't know. I feel like I have so much shit I want to talk about, and I'm sorry for putting it online, so you have to listen. I mean, you don't have to listen. If you're interested, good for you. I mean, thanks, I guess. Whatever. See you in the future, I guess.